This song I wrote in the bathtub. It's kind of mean, and I didn't realize it was mean until recently, and I went back and listened to it, and I was like, oh, wow, that was rude. But it's kind of about this guy, and I don't really want to be rude, but it's kind of one of those situations now where it's like, you know, like when you run into someone somewhere and they kind of were a jerk and you see them again and you're like, oh, hey, how are you? But inside you're like, ugh. So that's what this song is for me. It's called Death of Me. You say you need to call, but I don't want to talk. I don't need your reasonings or a list of all my faults. You think you're such a handsome mess with your perfect hair and your fancy vest. Honey, worth ain't based on the way you dress, but I wish you the best. You see what I'm saying? I was never naive about the company you keep, but you made me feel so weak, guilted me till I believed she's just a girl you met, but you had your eyes set. Darn, the love ain't based on one red dress, but I wish you the best. Clear to me, we'll never be more than this. I should have run, I should have guessed you were exactly what they said. We sure made a pretty little mess, but I wish you were the best. Goodbye, goodbye, please don't pretend to cry. You played unfair, now don't pretend to care. Now I see what I should have seen. You would have been the death of me. Thank you. Okay, now I have a nicer song. This one actually wasn't really inspired by much. It just kind of happened. It's one of those that just kind of showed up, and yeah, it's like what I call my dancing song. It's like if I get married someday, which hopefully I do, I'll want a song like this to like dance around the kitchen because my life's gonna be like perfect. So this would be the song that I'd be dancing around the kitchen with my 2 perfect children. All right. It's called Into the Song. Lately, I've been painted in moonbeams, watching you laugh as the wind sings through the pines. Baby, I don't know much about romance, but if you would ask for just one dance, I could not deny. I dare you to tell me what you wonder about, and I'll tell stay, the record will play, and we can dance the night long. If you'll stay, the record will play, and we can dance ourselves into the song. Thank you. Okay, this is the last song I'll be performing, and it will be interesting because my dad, he told me that he had this challenge for me, and he told me he'd pay me for it because he paid my brother for something, and so I asked how I could get money for it, and he said he would pay me if I did this, so this is his fault if it goes bad. But I got money, so he prepaid. Anyways, this is a cover I'm doing, and yeah, it's gonna be different for me. I'm gonna kind of rap, so I mean I'm not just okay. Wait. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention from my music. Wanted to be left alone in public, excuse me. Been on my cake and eat it too. Wanted it both ways, fame made me a balloon. Cause my ego inflated when I blew steam. It's confusing, cause all I wanted to do is be in the Bruce Lee of loose leaf abused ink. Use it as a tool when I blew steam. Hit the lottery, ooh-wee. With what I give to get was bittersweet like when any used mink. Ironic, I think I'm getting so huge I need a shrink. I'm beginning to lose sleep. One sheep, two sheep, going cuckoo, and cookie is cool, Keith. I'm actually weirder than you think. So I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's nothing. Whoa, 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 well, that's nothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment, don't squander it. You never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder what these thoughts spawn from. Ponder it. Do you want this? You know that you're losing your mind the way it wanders. Yodel-odel-lay-hoo. I think you're wandering off down yonder and stopped into Jeff Van Vondren. Cause I need an interventionist to intervene between me and this monster, to save me from myself and all this conflict. Cause the very thing that I love's killing me and I can't conquer it. My OCD is conking me in the head. Keep knocking, nobody's home, I'm sleepwalking. Just rely on what the voice in my head saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Call me crazy, but I had this vision one day that walk amongst your regular civilian. But until then, drums get killed, I'm running straight back. MC's blood gets spilled. Take it back to the days that I get on a Dre track. To every kid who played that, pumped a feeling and to say back to the kids who played him. I ain't here to save the children, but if one kid out of 100 million who is going through a struggle feels and then relates that, it's payback. Russell Wilson falling way back in the draft, turn nothing into something, still can make that straw in the gold chump. I will spin Rumpelstiltskin in a haystack. Maybe I need a straight jacket, face facts. I am nuts for real, but I'm okay with that. I'm still friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's nothing. that's nothing. Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Reinke.